Good morning on your Monday morning. This is our first segment this week of the International Referral Network's Business Spotlight. And this week, we actually have a twofer. We have Kim Flynn from Starn Marketing. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Deanna.
And we also have the lovely other half, Pete Murkey from the Area Shopper. Good morning, Pete.
Good morning, Deanna.
So I had these two come in today to talk about marketing as a whole. It's been known as the necessary evil. It's something that you have to do, but a lot of people find they don't know where to start. It's kind of confusing. And you two are kind of the faces of marketing in this area. So I kind of want you guys to tell us just kind of a little background on marketing, why it's necessary, the benefits that come along with it, kind of an idea for if I was a small shop owner and somebody came at me to market, why should I market? Why is it important?
And we get calls all the time because people just don't know what to do. They know marketing's important, but they don't know where to start.
Right.
And just earlier this morning, I had a call, and they need a website. They have a new product. Well, we backed them up a little bit and said, let's learn about your product some more. Let's get a brand put together and look at all the avenues of advertising, not necessarily just online. Like, let's put the horse before the cart,
yeah.
before the cart before the horse. So that's really what we help our clients with is let's back up. Let's look at the bird's eye view of everything and see all the different outlets for advertising that you can do. And of course, most businesses don't come in and say, I have an unlimited budget.
Right.
Let's just go do everything. Everyone says, I'm on a budget. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Where do I start? And that's how we work with the Area Shopper a lot too, from a print end of things, because they are so affordable and their reach is...
our reach for the Area Shopper, 7 counties and 3 states. From New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania.
I was going to say, you just added Erie.
Well, Erie County, yeah, because
Yep.
we put that in our drops now, so that's opened up an entire new market for the shopper. We're the largest classified buyer's guide in Northwest Pennsylvania. We are affordable. We've been around for almost 60 years.
Oh, wow.
So it is a product that will work well for you. Even if you have a small budget, we are able to put you in 38,000 homes. If you do all 3 zones, you could be over 100,000.
And we've worked with clients who have, most people don't know what their budget is.
Right. Because they don't know what to base it off of.
Website is a great example. So I have no idea what a website is. Well, it's much like going into a dealership to buy a car. They need to know sort of what your budget is. Are you talking $5,000 or are you talking $50,000? So we kind of have to start in that area. And if I know the budget is just a couple $100, the first thing I think of is Area Shopper, not saying that is your only budget that you deal with, but it's a good starting point as opposed to we would never be able to do a website for a couple $100.
Right.
So.
Well, the same goes for us when I have clients like, listen, I'm looking to grow bigger. I'm looking to expand my look. Where would I go? I'm looking at an antique website now. I need to be more refreshed. I need to be up to date. Mm-hmm. That's where we come in and partner with Starn Marketing Group because of the amazing things that they're capable of doing.
Absolutely. And for those who don't know, some have actually seen your work without knowing. Every year, you personally and Starn Marketing do the Halloween Parade website for the Casey's. I know that you guys do a lot of work with the Mark for their fundraising events. BattleBot's coming up now. That's all you. That was your baby.
Robobots, actually.
Robobots.
Yes.
Edit that out. My bad.
Right.
Robobots, which you guys basically helped come up with the whole general idea, the logos, the everything that goes out.
Absolutely.
So if, let's say, for those people out there that have a business or looking into a business or work for a company that they feel needs to be known, what first steps or what bit of advice can you two give to them in regards to marketing? And because it can be scary.
Cheaper isn't always better because oftentimes people will say, well, can you do this for cheaper than what I found it on Amazon? I don't know, whatever, a banner, whatever it is. That's not the right way to look at things. Do you want it done correctly? Do you want the customer service that goes along with it?
Right.
I always, say we compete against the Vistaprints of the world. You've heard
yes.
me say that. Nothing against their company, but they are not the ones supporting your child's softball game locally. They are not the ones that are going to answer a phone call when you need help ASAP, which is an advantage of working with a local company, people that you know.
Absolutely. And Like I said, it's a big, scary world out there, but we do have people like Pete and Kim that make it not so scary. I also want to stress that there is a stigma that I know back in the day with radio, it was like this: if you couldn't spend a certain amount, then it wasn't worth doing. It's not that world anymore. So I definitely, you guys work with companies of all sizes.
Absolutely. You know, a great example of that is vehicle wraps. We do quite a bit of those, and, you know, back in the day, people thought it was super expensive, and it was expensive. Now you can do a vehicle wrap, which is a fantastic roving billboard for probably a quarter of what you did it 10 years ago. I mean, it's a very effective form of advertising. So maybe if your company was considering putting a real billboard up, I mean, you might be talking $1,200-$1,500 a month,
right? Where
you could have a wrap done, and that's going to last
permanent.
You 3 to 5 years,
right?
Or how, you know, depending on what the vehicle is.
Perfect. So now to kind of wrap this up, I want to stress out there, especially when it comes to marketing, some people kind of get the dealership feel where they're scared to reach out because you stick your finger out and you've got 5 people out there clamoring for your business. So I want to let people know that they can reach out to you guys, both of you. If they just even have questions, they're looking into marketing, not quite sure where to go, it's a non-commitment free. You guys are there to educate people and to be there when they need them.
Absolutely. Call, email anytime. I often get people that will call and say, I don't even know what I'm really asking for. I'm wondering if you can direct me into the, you know, down the right lane of what I should do. And sometimes it means I recommend they speak to someone else if I don't think it's a good fit. I mean, I think that's why we have such a great relationship with our clients, is we're honest.
Right. And nowadays, that really means a lot. It used to be everybody back in the day, and nowadays, you kind of find those places and you hang on to them.
Well, when you find someone that does a good job, a good quality job, like a mechanic or something like that,
right,
you're not opt to go anywhere outside that circle of it, because you know they've brought you what you've looked for. They've done it in a manner where you've been able to be affordable. It's got you the big bang that you were looking for, drove traffic into your business. It's just that same concept.
And it's what they've been preaching from day one of any kind of sales, which is people will buy from people they like and trust.
That's correct.
So
and that's a proven fact.
Absolutely. So I want to thank both of you for coming in, and I urge everybody to check back in on Wednesday at 8:20, where we will have Pete and Kim back in to discuss more about marketing.
Thanks, Deanna.
Thanks, Deanna.
And good morning on this Wednesday morning. It is 8:20, and we are back with this week's second segment of the International Referral Network's Business Spotlight. And this week we are joined by Kim Flynn from Starn Marketing. Good morning, Kim.
Happy hump day.
And, of course, Pete Murky from the Area Shopper. Hi, Pete.
Hello.
So, Kim, today we're going to focus a little bit on you and Starn Marketing. I know on Monday we talked as a whole just about marketing in general, but I feel that you as a marketing group stand out from a lot of the local agencies and the agencies and how they're portrayed with our area. So I kind of wanted to talk to you and give you the chance to explain to the people in our area exactly what you can do.
Geez, that's a
long
question.
list. I know.
I like to say in general, if you can see it, we can do it, basically.
Nice.
But one of our best, I think, selling points is working with us. We really, truly get to know our clients. It does matter if it's successful. Would never BS someone just for the dollar. It does not, but we want it to succeed. If it succeeds for them, obviously it succeeds for us because they will continue to advertise. And a misconception that many have is the type of work that we do. We're not just business cards and brochures. We can do everything. Oftentimes we have people come to us that they don't know what they want, but they know they need something.
Right.
So we sit and research and find out about their business and who their demographics are and work on a brand for them and figure out what the best print collateral or mixed media marketing might be for them, because we're able to not have a bias. We just don't do radio or print or website. We try to have a nice mix of all marketing that's going to be the most successful for the client.
Absolutely. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to point out that I think is your guys' shining star, and I know a lot of that is you personally, is the creative that comes with working for you guys.
Absolutely. And it's not, I always like to say it's the team. It's not just me, but we really excel in fantastic award-winning creativity. I seriously, we say it's the New York style without the budget. I mean, we really have some fantastic creative, a great group of creative people here, and it's the continuity throughout everything that we excel in. So it's not just creating a rock star looking business card. It's how that's pulled into all your labeling, your rack cards, your brochures, your website, your online marketing, anything from vehicle wraps to packaging. We're able to really pull it all together and have a very high-end professional look.
Perfect. Now, with these services, and I've seen at the IRN some of these, I know you've taken something as boring as direct mail that used to just be a postcard that got thrown in the mailbox to some really creative things for some of your clients. Now, with that being said, I kind of want to go back to the New York without the budget, because I don't want it to come off or for people to think that it's only for big business. I mean, you literally can work with almost any size business.
Absolutely. We've done direct mail campaigns that have been 25, 50 pieces. I would much rather do a successful, smaller list targeted direct mail campaign than a larger, unqualified lead list, because then you're just throwing a dart with a blindfold on and you're not really knowing what you're doing. I'd rather do something that's more unique, that's going to stand out. I don't think there's anything that goes out of this office in a standard white envelope. I'm not sure the postmaster really cares for what I've sent throughout the years, but
no brown packaging and twine.
Right. We've mailed everything from hot sauce to pickles to underwear to, I mean, if I'm looking up right here and you see there's a big tube with a map in it.
I know, I kind of want one.
I know, right? Makes you want to open it up.
Now, one of the other things that I wanted to touch base on that you had discussed at one of our IRN meetings that I think was pretty eye-opening for everybody was even the smaller projects when you're at work and you're trying to invite people to an event or put flyers out. A lot of people get it in their head, oh, I can do that on my own. And we have figured out, you had it broke down to where the time that each employee has to dedicate to it, the quality that comes out, the supplies of buying it on their own, all of that stuff, it ended up being, when you think you can do it on your own, it ended up being almost double what it would have cost to just have you guys do it in the first place.
Absolutely. I'll use an example. Pete and I, a personal issue we just replaced a faucet in our bathroom that we thought we could do. Well, it finally got completed last night after about 5 months because we didn't know what we were doing.
Right.
And, I mean, just ridiculous. We could have called someone
and you probably would have saved money.
3 days. And it's just, it's frustrating. A lot of people like design and marketing. So if they have the program and they say, well, it's fun, that's fantastic that it's fun. But if it takes you 3 to 4 days to do something that a professional could do in 3 hours, it's literally costing your business money.
Absolutely. And you guys are tied around a lot of the stuff. People have already seen your work and maybe not known it. As I had referenced before, Robobots is one of your guys' babies. You do a lot of, for the Mark's annual fundraisers, you guys do all of their flyers and the website and the Casey's. So a lot of people that have seen your work may not have known that it was your work.
Absolutely. Drive past the Channel Lock billboard on Smog Highway or look at some of the packaging that you'll see at different hardware stores selling Channel Lock's products. We did the packaging design here. Old Maple Products has all of their bourbon aged products coming out now. We've done all of the branding for that. So I think people are often surprised how much we really do pump out of Little Greenville, PA, USA.
I will say that I was surprised the first time you brought your show and tell pieces to the IRN. I understand the New York phrase there because it's stuff that you don't see going in the mail around here, or the flyers, you can tell that it wasn't a 15-year-old kid doing it in study hall, basically.
And that's oftentimes people say, who's your competitor? And I'll say it's probably your nephew's best friend working on a website in the basement. And that's the cheaper route to go because it's free or it's, a couple $100. And then 6 to 8 months later, they're calling us to either fix it or redesign it and do it the right way.
I've sent people over for that reason. They get tied into the friend's uncle's cousin's brother, and it gets left half done, and that's important. I specifically will judge a new company on their website. If they don't have the time and the money to put it in their website, what are they going to do for me as a customer?
I disqualified one of my vendors yesterday because of their website. I didn't even take the time. I couldn't find what I wanted. It was so disorganized. Of course, I followed up with providing a proposal for them.
Oh, absolutely.
But I went to my other vendor. It was easier. It was, the look and the ease of navigation of the site was the selling point, and that was before I even spoke to anyone.
Exactly. It really does make a difference. Now, I always ask, and it's not always an easy question, but when we focus on one specific company, I always like to ask, we have the microphone, we have at least 13,000 people listening. As Kim Flynn from Starn Marketing, what would you like to tell the people of Meadville that are listening about Starn Marketing?
Please don't think that you aren't able to afford us. A lot of people think that they can't fit us into the budget, a professional design, professional marketing company. If anything, give us a shot. Give us a holler. Work with us. I'd like people to think that we're easy to work with and we are affordable and really have effective results that we can prove.
Absolutely. So I want to thank you for taking the time to come in. For those who were listening and might want to reach out, what are some great ways to get a hold of you, Kim?
Starnmarketing.com. That's the easiest way. Of course,
Okay.
You could give us a holler, 333-1365. I mustn't forget the area code, 814, that we all have to type now. And certainly could email me at kflynn@starnmarketing.com.
Perfect. Well, of course, thank you for joining us, Pete. We will talk to you on Friday. I didn't forget about you, bud.
Giddy up.
All right, and I will encourage everybody to tune back in Friday at 8:20 for this week's third and final segment of the International Referral Network's Business Spotlight. And good morning on this Friday morning. It is 8:20, and we are back with this week's third and final segment of the International Referral Network's Business Spotlight. We are joined this week on the topic of marketing with Kim Flynn from Starn Marketing. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
And of course, John Wayne himself, Pete Murky from the Area Shopper.
Well, good morning, folks.
So I know for those who maybe had missed it, on Monday we kind of talked as a whole on marketing. On Wednesday we spoke with Kim directly about marketing and what Starn Marketing can actually do. So I wanted to take the time to explain, or have you explain to people, what the Area Shopper is, where you guys, how far you've come, where you plan on going, and the value behind it. A lot of people know the name but don't know the nitty-gritty.
Well, the Area Shopper's been around for pretty close to 60 years. It started out in Tawnyville in a little small shop out there until the Millers bought it, and they've owned it for almost 20 years. And they've taken it to a different level. We've added lots of color pages now, and they made it a full color program. I don't know if a lot of people are aware that the Area Shopper reaches into New York, Ohio, and almost to Pittsburgh every week. So we're looking at over 100,000 people getting this in their mailbox. Now, that's not taking into the amount of people who pick it up at our drop areas.
Right, country fair.
Your country fairs, your quick fills, your Wegmans, your mom and pop shops down in Villan. I mean, it really gets a huge reach, and I think that's one of the reasons why we've had success with it.
Nice. Now, one of the things that I like about the Area Shopper is that it's kind of twofold, as far as a company can use it and has used it to get their message out, but an individual, it's a great resource for them as well. I know plenty of people who have placed an ad with you who came back and said 2 days later it was good, their item was sold.
Right.
So, excuse me. So what would you say, I guess, to the person trying to decide how to get their message out, as far as why you should be one of the options?
Because of our reach, because of the amount of exposure that that client or individual is going to get with the Area Shopper. Not only just with the print, but with areashopper.com. Now,
I was going to interrupt if you don't mind.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
Sitting here because we take care of their website. Obviously, we do a lot of websites. Their website receives the highest amount of traffic of any client that we have.
Oh, wow.
You can read the shopper online, and we upload their version each week right after it's printed. And if we don't have it, the phone literally
blows up.
wow.
Because people are wanting
It's
to look at it
expected.
online.
Yes, they're expecting it to be on at a certain time, but if it's not, the phone will literally.
You guys know about it.
Yeah, we'll know like right now.
Now, with the website, I'm actually kind of glad you brought that up, because I was going to touch base on that. Not only is the Area Shopper a great outlet, but you're one of the most easiest outlets out there as far as placing your information. I was on the website of a few weeks ago, and I do believe you can do all that online, right?
Yeah,
pay
you can,
for it, everything.
All right online. Load your own ad up, your own classified ad up, and pay for it right there with our PayPal.
And that's, in a world of technology, that's extremely convenient. You know, look at what we three do as a job. That would be the only way I could even get to you to try to get something done. We're
looking to try and eventually go mobile responsive. So when you got Joe Bag of Donuts out there in the field whose tractor just broke down, he can go on the areashopper.com, buy his parts right there, and have everything fixed where he's not literally having zero downtime. And that's just an example of what the future, what we're looking to try and do with the Area Shopper.
Nice. Now, I also know, and I would like to have you kind of get into a little deeper is one of the things that sets the area shopper aside from traditional newspapers and to traditional print is you guys literally are a buying guide.
Correct.
That is all. You don't have to sift through it, find the classifieds. No. That is all you guys are.
That's so if you've looked at the area shopper, you'll see the classifieds actually around larger big box stores such as like Weber Harris, for example, or a smaller one. But the ads are around the larger ads, full color ads. So you're seeing everything that you're looking for. And what I think one of the things that the area shopper stands out is the reason it's a successful buyer's guide is people already have the money. They're using us to find the best deal to get on what they're looking for, whether it be a car.
I use it for firewood.
We have to.
That's my go-to for firewood.
But we had a former colleague of yours, Andy Alm, that when I spoke to him recently before, he bought a forging hammer.
No way.
Yeah, because he makes knives.
Yeah.
And he bought it out of the area shopper. Now, what are the odds you're going to find it in a traditional?
You're not.
Paid circulated publication, you're going to find someone selling a forging hammer.
Not only that, but if you're going to do just a normal, page publication, you're not going to reach. Most of those are by township, city,
Right.
Somebody looking for a forge, anvil, whatever it was, you're going to need the 100,000 plus people to find that one or two who actually share the same interest.
That's exactly right. That's why we reach, 7 counties in 3 states, and we're growing. We've also purchased the free press as well.
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, so that gives us another almost 50,000 homes going into Ohio.
Wow.
So, I mean, we are growing. We're growing at a very good rate, only because, and remember, we are a free publication.
Yes,
you can
I'd like to stress that.
You can pick that up. You can pick the shopper up anywhere. We have people parked outside on Wednesday nights waiting for their shopper. We have tool shop guys going to third shift waiting to take their shopper to.
Oh, yeah, they have them down at the mall here at Big Lots, and I've talked to Jean before, and when she runs out, she hears about it.
Yes. Yes. And one of the best outlets to put a help wanted ad is the area shopper.
Yeah.
Many of our clients, I mean, they find success, it's affordable, and they get results.
I mean, where can you reach 100,000+ people in 7 counties in 3 states for $45?
Right. I mean, you literally can't. And I work for the radio, and I can't even cop for that one.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And we've got a broad range, and that definitely outdoes us, for sure.
I go to trade shows usually about this time of year till pretty close to the end of spring, and you would not believe how many people come up. It's like, I love your publication. My husband reads it. Sometimes he reads it 2 or 3 times a week in case he missed something.
Oh, which is easy to do sometimes.
Yes, it is, because there's a lot of stuff
there
in there.
is.
It's been I love working for the Millers. They've been great to work for. They're very accommodating. I think the area shopper is a very, very fine product, and it is really headed in the right direction. If you're looking to get your home, your motorcycle, your car, your kid,
literally anything
you want it sold, the area shopper can help you sell it.
Or looking for.
Or to buy.
Or to buy.
I know my grandparents own a horse farm out in Hayfield, and one of the big machine pieces broke, and there used to be an old store around that sold them, and it's not anymore. And he placed it in the shopper, and it's funny you mentioned Valant, because that's where it ended up coming from. Was he put I'm looking for some old guy the same age as him called, said, hey, I'll meet you halfway, I've got an extra. And what's funny though is that they've stayed in contact ever since.
Oh, look, the area shopper's making friends.
Yes.
They're making friends. So I definitely want to thank both of you for coming in and kind of helping to shed some light on this. Once again, I want to stress, just even if you have a question, just pick up and call. These two don't mind answering questions. That's what they're there for.
That's what we do.
So we got Kim's contact info. Pete, if I wanted to reach out to you and I didn't want to do it online, how would I get a hold of you?
You can call me at the area shopper, 814-425-7272, or you can email me at pete@theareashopper.com.
Easy. I like
Too easy.
it. I like it. Well, of course, thanks, guys. I hope to have you guys in here in the near future, maybe in the summer, kind of give us some updates on what's going on in the area.
Awesome. Have a good weekend.
Look forward to seeing you again. Have a nice day.